Hi, boys and girls. This is our first Wellbeing Wednesday lesson where we're going to be focusing on health and wellbeing. This is such an important area for curriculum, and although we're doing lots of great learning in maths and literacy and topic, it's really important for you to have a time put aside every week to think about your well-being. Okay, so this is the first lesson for that, and today we're going to be focusing on moods. So, what are we learning? We're learning to be aware of our own moods, think about what impacts them, and discuss ways of managing them. How are we going to learn this? Well, we've got this PowerPoint. There'll be a Rocket Kids video posted in the assignment. We're going to be using music today, so something a little bit different, and we're going to be using my favourite Flipgrid as well to record some of our learning and improve our digital skills. Why are we learning about moods? Well, we want to be confident individuals who can talk about our moods and identify some of the drivers of these moods, what's causing them. And we also want to be responsible citizens who can take action to improve our moods. We'll know if we've been successful if you can identify different moods and what causes them, suggest things you can do about your moods, and also write your own lyrics for a song, spoken word piece, or rap about how you can manage your mood. So today is quite a fun lesson, boys and girls, so I hope that you're feeling creative today and that your imagination's going, because we're going to be having fun with this. So let's look at some of these moods. The first mood here is angry. Okay, and I'm sure we've all felt this way before, and you might actually have been feeling more angry over the past few weeks than you have done before. And probably a big driver of that is that you're not in school and you can't see your friends. So there's been a lot of change recently. So you don't get to do your usual routine. You're not getting to see the people who you love to play with and talk to. You're not getting to see your teachers. You might just be getting a wee bit frustrated and angry with the situation. Why is this going on so long? Boys and girls, that's perfectly understandable. I think we've all felt that way at some point. So if you're feeling angry, that's okay. You might also be angry at other things like screen time limits. That's always something that can get us a little bit frustrated. If you've been told you're only allowed on your phone for a certain amount of time or your tablet for a certain amount of time, you might be feeling angry about that. Your device might not be working, you're trying to do your assignment and it's just not working. You're getting really worked up and angry. And you might actually just be bored. Sometimes when people feel bored and fed up, it ends up coming out as anger, which is perfectly understandable because a lot of our moods and emotions are linked together. One of the other moods that you might be feeling recently is sad. You might be sad because you're not seeing family and friends, and boys and girls, the teachers can relate to that as well. We're all in the same boat. You might be feeling sad because you miss school. You might not be feeling angry that you miss school. It might instead come out as sadness. You might be feeling that you just want to go back to normal. You just want to see your teachers. You just want to sit in your own seat in your own class and just do the work how you normally want to. Things just aren't quite the same, and that might be making you feel sad. You might actually be feeling sad because of different things, like you're not getting enough exercise. I know that if I don't exercise, my mood can drop a little bit, and then if I go out a run or a nice big walk, I instantly feel better. So that's always a good way to try and make ourselves feel better. You might be feeling sad because maybe you've fallen out with a friend or your brother or sister, and you're not getting to talk to them as you normally would. And actually, studies have shown that a lack of sunlight can make people sad as well. So it might just be that this is a darker time of year and there's less sun, or maybe you're just not getting out and about the same. Another emotion that you might be feeling, another mood that you might be feeling is worried or anxious. And this is probably a big one, boys and girls, for everyone. Worried and anxious because, well, it's lockdown. We're in lockdown right now and we don't quite know when it's going to end or what's going to change. And that uncertainty can make us feel really worried and anxious. You might be worried and anxious about online learning. You might be thinking, oh no, have I done this assignment right? Have I definitely done all my work? What are my teachers going to think of my work? You might be worrying about all of these different things of online learning because it's so new. Boys and girls, just on that point, I really don't want anyone to worry, and I know some people might anyway, but we're only just really wanting you to do the very best that you can do, so try not to worry about that one too much. You might feel pressure and stress. You might feel that you need to do really, really good work to impress your teachers or impress your parents. Or you might be feeling pressure in a different way to maybe help out with a little brother or sister who's maybe in the house, or to help out around the house more because you're at home more often. You might have more chores to do. And you might even be feeling worried or anxious because you're not getting enough sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, your brain doesn't have time to rest, and then it might be harder to stay calm the next day and to not get worried or anxious if your brain hasn't rested enough. Kind of quite a different emotion, but still a mood that you might be feeling is hyper. The change of routine, boys and girls, can make some people feel quite hyper. You might just not be able to sit down. You might have bundles and bundles of energy inside of you and just want to move around and dance and play. You might be feeling hyper because you're around your siblings and they might be making you laugh and getting you worked up, and you might find it hard to calm down again and not do anything silly. Maybe you've changed your diet, maybe you've been eating more sugary snacks, and that could be making you hyper as well. And not getting enough exercise, that can also make you feel hyper too if you're not having a way to release all of this energy. Now, boys and girls, these are just some moods that I put up here, and these are just some of the drivers, but they will be different for everybody. So what you can do as a little wee warm-up task is you can get a piece of paper or a notepad and think of just one mood that you experience. In the middle, you can write the mood just like I have here, and around the edges of it, you can say, well, what are the drivers of this mood in me? What makes me feel bored? What makes me feel angry? And think about what tends to trigger these different moods. Oh, and bored as well, boys and girls. This is the last one, sorry I forgot here. Bored is quite a common one these days, boys and girls. It's the same routine every day. You might have stopped trying new things. You might just be doing the same thing and you forgot to develop new skills or to try out new hobbies. You might be bored of online learning. You might be fed up of seeing me in all these videos. You might be fed up of not being in class and having fun. And you might just be bored because you're not seeing your friends as usual. Now, boys and girls, it's important to remember that these moods are normal, okay? Everyone has these moods, okay? And it's perfectly fine to feel these ways. It's okay to be in a bored mood or an upset mood or an angry mood. It's perfectly normal, and it doesn't mean you're going to be in that mood all the time. Unfortunately, a lot of things right now are out with our control, and there's some things that we can't change. We can't change that we're not in school right now, unfortunately, and we can't change that it's lockdown and we can't see our family and friends. So it's really not always our fault if we feel these ways. But we can do something about our mindset. We might be feeling in these negative moods or these different moods, but if we have a positive mindset, then we can try and turn these moods around. And we're going to look at some of the ways that we could do that. So what can we do? Well, we can exercise, okay? So doing things like kicking a ball around in the garden, maybe trying a new sport like yoga or going walks or runs can be a really, really good way to boost your mood and to give you a way to release energy. You might want to go outside more. You might want to go a walk every day. Maybe you've got a dog. Could you take it for a walk? Could you go to the nature reserve at the weekend? Or even just go a walk around your neighbourhood, boys and girls. It's been shown that being outside boosts our mood, and looking around at nature has a positive impact on our mindset as well. And you might also find that you need to drink more water. Your health is actually a really, really important driver of your mood as well. So if you've been drinking a lot of fizzy juice or maybe not drinking enough water, then this could be impacting on your mood as well. What else can we do? Well, you might find that you need to change your daily routine. You might find that you've started sleeping until 10 o'clock and you're not out of your jammies till 11, and by then you've not really woken up yet and properly started your day until 11 o'clock. So you might need to really look at your routine. Do you need to go to bed earlier so you get a better sleep? Do you need to build in time for regular breaks? Or, like I said, just going out and walking the dog. So think about ways in which you can structure your routine more. You might even find that making a timetable helps. And you might find that, again, like I said, you have to try and focus on getting a better sleep. If you've got a device, don't look at it for a few hours before you go to sleep, and maybe even try listening to some calming music to help you sleep as well. And you might even want to try new things. So I put in a picture of baking. Maybe you could try baking, maybe you could try learning a new skill like coding. There are lots of things that you could be doing right now to stimulate your brain and make the days seem a wee bit more exciting. And these all can lift your mood, boys and girls. Now again, these are just a few things that I've thought of and I've found when I've been looking for things to do to boost your mood. But for everyone it's going to be different. So if you've done your mind map, boys and girls, you might now want to add on to your mind map and think, well, what can I actually do about this mood? How can I get myself out of this mood that I've identified? How can I change my mindset into a more positive one? Now, boys and girls, our main task is going to be sharing our ideas through a song or a rap or a spoken word or a poem, whatever you would prefer. But I just thought it'd be really, really fun to get creative and get our imaginations flowing on this Wellbeing Wednesday. So the song I'm about to play is up on the assignment if you want to listen to it again, but this is all about knowing your mood and changing your mood, okay? So listen in and have a wee dance along if you want to.
I'm in a mad mood. I'm feeling mad right now.
Stop and think.
I wonder, what can I do?
Make a choice that's good for you.
I can get a hug, or read a funny book, or dance on the floor in my room. There's always something you can do that's good for you. I'm in a sad mood.
Know your mood.
I'm feeling sad right now.
Stop and think.
I wonder, what can I do?
Make a choice that's good for you.
I can get a hug, or read a funny book, or dance on the floor in my room. There's always something you can do that's good for you.
My mood.
I'm in a bored mood.
Know your mood.
I'm feeling bored right now.
Stop and think.
I wonder, what can I do?
Make a choice that's good for you.
I can get a hug, or read a funny book, or dance on the floor in my room. There's always something you can do that's good for you.
My mood. My mood.
Know your mood, the mood you're in. Stop and think what you can do. Then you can make a choice that's good for you.
My mood. My mood. My mood.
So, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoyed that song. I actually think it's quite catchy. So, you can use this song as a template for your own song, and let me show you that. So, you could write your song. So, I'm in a what mood? What mood would you like to talk about? It could be the one that you've been doing in your mind map, or it could be a totally different one. So, it'd be I'm in a sad mood. Say, I'm feeling sad right now. Stop and think. I wonder what can I do? Make a choice that's good for you. And then it comes on to I can something or something or something. So there's a chance for you to use 3 things that you can do to try and get out of this mood, to be positive and change your mindset. Then there's a line, there's always something that you can do that's good for you. My mood. So this is just one example, boys and girls. You don't need to do this song, but it's quite a good wee step for a hint. I have filmed a Flipgrid video where I've made up my own version of this song. So you can go and have a look at it. Try not to laugh at my terrible singing, and you could choose to use this song if you would like to as a basis for yours. And remember, you can go and listen to it again on the website and the links in the assignment. Or you might choose to do a rap, something a wee bit different. This is Miss Steele's song, Miss Steele's rap. I'm not even going to try and rap this, boys and girls, because I just don't think I can do it justice. But Miss Steele has also kindly agreed to film herself rapping her mood rap. So if I was you, I would go and have a look at that as well on Flipgrid. I'll talk you through it though, just in case it inspires you. So it says, yo yo, it's Miss Steele, here to tell you all how I feel. Sometimes I'm really hyper and crazy, other times I'm a little bit lazy. I can also feel sad and down. You even maybe notice me with a frown. Everyone has their bad days, but if you look hard enough, you can find the sun rays. To cheer me up, I think of happy things, my family, friends, and the joy they bring. It also helps to bust into some dance moves, put on some music, and get into the groove. Remember, the storm won't last forever. You're amazing, brilliant, and so clever, yo-yo. So that's actually a really good rap as well, boys and girls, from Miss Steele. She's obviously going to be a better rapper than me, so make sure you watch her video too. And if you want to do a rap instead of singing, that would be great as well. Boys and girls, you have got some personalisation and choice in this, so just go for the option you feel most confident with. As long as you can talk about a mood and identify ways that you can improve it, then that would be you meeting your success criteria. So, boys and girls, I hope that's been helpful, and I hope that you've had fun and that you're going to have fun making your videos. I cannot wait to see them, and I'll try and leave a video comment on them all. Bye for now, boys and girls.